and Anthony Birchak. It's going to be a fantastic match here.
Anthony Birchak. In the red corner, Frank Rosenthal. You guys do me a favor?
This right here is going to be leg lock city, I feel.
Yeah. Frank Rosenthal.
Yeah, Rosenthal, this is a bad matchup, I feel like.
I believe he's going to start sitting.
I feel like everybody fighting Rosenthal is a bad matchup.
Absolutely. And there he goes. Right.
Just sits down.
The alligator legs, as he spoke of earlier.
The butt scoot technique.
Slapping the ankle. Not sure what that means, but I'm glad that he touched it. There's another slap. Maybe it's a Diaz slap to the ankle instead of the face for rules and regulation purposes. Oh, there's a little bit of a slap there. Forearm. A palm to the forehead, sorry. A lot of people in jiu-jitsu do that. I don't like it.
It's basically the grappling equivalent of almost like a jab, just kind of checking your distance.
Right. A little shake and bake going on here. Tried to crisscross him, didn't work out. Man, what's up with the hand behind the knee thing? What the hell is he doing?
That is pretty.
He's like a lobster.
It is amazing.
Why is he doing that? And why does it work so goddamn well?
That's a,
And why does he have grips on that hand as well? Like, oh, this guy's a machine.
definitely years of probably training in the gi is what I'm thinking. A lot of guys wrap their wrists and their fingers, things of that nature. I bet
to
this
get
kid.
traction.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Ah, okay.
So basically, it's holding your joints together.
All right. Wow, they are awfully close without doing anything.
So Birchak being very cautious about hopping in.
I don't blame him.
Don't blame him one bit.
Yep.
So this is for the 145-pound Onnit Invitational 8 championship here between Anthony Birchak and Frank Rosenthal.
Jeremy.
Wow. Both guys trying to figure each other out still, it looks like.
And Birchak actually in his last match definitely had the fight off quite the leg lock game. And when you got a guy like this, it's their bread and butter, it's their specialty. You got to be very careful. It seems like he's being a little more aggressive in terms of
He's brushing his hair for him.
trying to goad him. There you go.
A little bit messy. Oh.
Trying to do that inversion right there to goad him in.
He's trying to fake him to go to working it.
Putting that freestyle wrestling to use right there, trying to juke him out. Just can't quite get around the guard.
Man, what is that?
I was just about to mention that again. That's just,
Double hands under the back of the knee. Did he punch him in the ankle?
I wonder.
You allowed to do that?
It almost like he was like kind of backhanding the back of his calf. Kind of juke stepping him in
Yeah.
there.
Trying to fake those lobster claws to get inside. Someone's going to have to make a drastic move, or the baby is going to start crying again.
Demand another takedown. Or was it tap out? Excuse me.
I thought they all had to start on their feet.
Not if you're really good. Or a crab man. That's confusing. Took a knee.
6 minutes, Frank. 6 minutes to work.
That's right. 6 minutes to work. 2 minutes. We've done this. Ooh. Come on. Not yet. Oh, now everybody's looking at videos of themselves. Ooh, that was kind of
About 5.5 minutes left in regulation here. There's 3 overtimes in this 145-pound championship match. This is definitely a stalemate just because both these guys are just so great at what they do. Got a guy who's an amazing heel hook artist, leg lock game. You got a guy who's a national champion freestyle wrestler. And right now, both those things are kind of canceling each other out.
The first one to make the mistake.
Almost 6 minutes in, we haven't had really any engagement to really have any threat of any submission. But like I said earlier, it's just a testament to both these guys' style. Both just great, so great at what they do.
So this was run by a point system. Is anybody winning?
In all honesty, yes, it would be. If it was a point system, it would be Birchak because he would actually have what they call an advantage. So if he were to be on his feet and engaging, even though he didn't score any points, he was still trying to engage. Kind of like if you were to end in a tie in one of those same type of tournaments, it would be who basically had the more dominant position at the end of the round. But in this case tonight, it's strictly 100% submission only. And since it's a championship match, we're going to be going into 3 overtimes, it looks like, if we don't finish within the 10-minute regulation.
Submission only.
Eddie Jackson, what's your take on this?
I see it's a very strategic situation for both gentlemen here.
I can agree with that 100%. There he is again, man. It looked like he was like basically trying to hopscotch around. There he goes, trying to get the ankle pick there. Just can't quite get it. Two and a half minutes left in regulation.
how the time flies.
No, time flies when you're having fun.
Right?
Totally.
That's what's happening.
You know, though, at some point when it comes to these type of stalemates, you got to ask yourself, is it worth going to overtime, or is it worth basically chancing those last 2 minutes and going for broke to try to finish within regulation to avoid that possible 3 overtimes? You could have somebody that's just solid at taking somebody's back and holding their back and holding that position, and that could be the whole game plan.
Right, because if you're asking that question, the answer looks like it's wait until overtime.
That's exactly what I'm thinking here as well.
So I got a question.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Who's spending more energy right now?
Oh, that's the top guy for
That'd
sure.
be Birchak for
Yep.
sure. And that kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier about this style, about starting kind of butt scooting, as you were saying earlier, is that they have to come to you. And if they don't come to you, I know it sounds funny, even though you're the one sitting down, it kind of makes the guy standing up look like he doesn't want to engage. And it kind of makes you wonder, why doesn't he want to engage? So in this case, he's not wanting to engage because this leg lock game is total fire coming out of Danaher Death Squad.
Now he's going for the humiliating palm slaps.
Looks like he's kind of frustrating him.
Yeah, he's trying to get a counter slap out of it, which means he is frustrating him.
I think he's trying to goad him in to where he slapped hard enough back that he can actually grab her wrist.
Right. Yep. Looks at his coach as if to say, why is this man slapping me on the head all the time? Coach is like, I don't know, man. It's your fight. That was almost a kick to the face.
Almost there.
There it is again. Next time I roll, that's what I'm doing. Palm to the face. Palm to the face. Seems to be very frustrating to everybody. It's a game that I don't play.
It definitely worked out for Brennan Schaub. You should check out his match. He did that for like a solid 8 minutes once.
Just palm people in the face?
Palm guy in the face, yeah.
And that's it?
Yeah, seriously. It was a jiu-jitsu match. You can look it up. I think it was against... I can't remember who it was against, but I mean, you can look it up. I mean, it was like pretty well known. It was like he didn't want to engage, kind of like, you know.
Wow. Well, he's got a great podcast.
It's a fantastic podcast. He's on Showtime now these days, too.
He's on Old Time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's talking. He's complaining about his arm being around his shoulder, which I believe is the rules. And off we go. Oh, he's going to get out quick.
So Birchak is pretty solid at this.
No, he's out.
Wow. So there's 3 overtimes here. So very good job by Frank Rosenthal getting out of the 2018 U.S. Freestyle Wrestling Champions.
Birchak's going to get bananas right now. Watch this. He's like, that was fast, sure. Here he goes. Wait, hold on. Okay.
So Birchak's really good at just getting out of this kind of stuff.
Oh, it's bad for this guy. Birchak's stuck.
Double stomp on that foot. Raise your hips.
You got him.
2 feet on that one foot. Then bridge your hips. Attack the body triangle.
Rosenthal just sticking to him like glue. Still got the body triangle in. He's
got
even
it.
under
Oh,
the
he
neck.
got
He
it.
tapped him.
Oh, shit. Ooh.
Frank Rosenthal,
Man.
145 champion.
And Frank Rosenthal's taking the Onnit Invitational 8 145-pound championship back home to New York with him.
And you wonder why punches in the face changed the whole game.
Really does.
And that was that's impressive. That guy is a freaking